atrocious. Full moon energy, right? We definitely in this full moon energy. I've been feeling some energy. I don't know if it's the moon energy or these planets scrambling around and doing what they do or what, but my emotions have been like all over the place. My partner was like, "Are you okay? Is there anything I can do?" He really wanted to figure it out. Yeah, so I'm feeling better. I can say, you all, let me see. You know, I told you I started the gold. I've been doing the gold powder every day from Dr. Blair's Institute. It's a loud motorcycle. Oh God, motorcycle, boom, boom, boom. We used to play that. Do y'all remember the little hand slap games we used to do when we was little? I think it was something that was like that. Motorcycle, boom, boom, boom. Okay, I get easily distracted. But anyway, my emotions have just been, I've been like such a water energy, such a water energy these last few days, like almost this whole week. And just really having a conversation with my divine partner last night. He just, just us having a talk, me being able to talk about it always helps, especially for those of us who are healers or intuitives or empaths, and we feel a lot and we keep a lot of things in because people don't understand us. Sometimes we just want to be heard. Sometimes we just want to talk. Sometimes it's just good to share with somebody who doesn't judge you for your quote unquote weirdness, so they call it. And it was a good release for me, which was able to allow me to break into this 222 portal energy, and the like I told you all before, I'm a death doula, not by spiritual initiation. I'm certified by the universe. Because when dead energies come to you as a 3 or 4 year old, shit, who needs a certification? You figure it out by the time you're 43. They gonna do this. This is what they do. They gonna come to you. That's why I tell y'all about Dr. Sleep and stuff. Like, they are drawn to the light. So I posted in the community tab as well as on Instagram about my Gullah Geechee dream the other night. And I wanted to go ahead and share because I knew last night I was going to have another dream. They just continue to pile up. And then Source will give me a little bit of break, and then they come back in. It's like they know when they've given me enough, and then I have a break where nothing's coming, and it's like, oh, okay, it's smooth sailing. They be like, okay, she had enough time to re-energy up. Back at her ass. And so, the Gullah Geechee dream. So it started out with us on like this school bus, and it was a group, but there was this one guy that was like this facilitator. He was like, how you have a tour guide or whatever. He kind of was like that energy, but he had embodied a Gullah Geechee ancestor. Like, he was a walking, living, breathing, reincarnated Gullah Geechee ancestor. So he was taking us to this land. The bus took us to this land. It was this field, but on this field of land was this it looked like a house. So, I'm looking around, I'm seeing this open field of land similar to where I'm driving right now, if y'all see all these trees and stuff. And we walk inside of the house. So walking inside of the house, I'm seeing these pictures. These pictures almost were like portals. And if you looked at them long enough, they would take you into the actual scene of the crime. So I look into this one picture, and it was a heap of dead bodies of the Gullah Geechee people that lived on this land. And I just kept staring at it. And then it started to show me the genocide. And I started to see people throwing these bodies onto this heap and what was going on. And then I was like, I started to get like connected and possessed by one of the Gullah Geechee people. Now, I don't want anybody to, feel alarmed when I say possess or possession. It's just like evoking or invoking an energy. That's all it is. I think I'm using the term right. But it's just like, bringing in an energy. That's all it is. Invoking. So, it just took on my form in the astral plane. And I started to feel it trying to really connect. If you've ever had a possession, and possession is just, channeling or taking on or invoking an energy into your being. And you all share space. You share space, almost like sex. You bringing somebody in and they sharing space with you. You taking on their energy. It's almost like that. It's almost like spiritual astral connection, right? And so I could feel this energy trying to integrate with mine. And it was okay because I was allowing it to. Like I didn't feel like this Gullah Geechee ancestor was coming to harm me. It really was coming to give me a message. So I was like, okay, come on in. If the energy ain't right, I'm good for like letting it go, not connecting with it. Like, my spirit know, like, leave this shit alone, or, oh, this is okay. So this was like, oh, this is okay. So I'm letting it in, and I started walking around the house. And the other guy that I told you that also was like a reincarnated ancestor that knew this information about the Gullah Geechee people from this particular land, because Gullah Geechee ain't just one part. He started talking and giving everybody background history. Now, while he was trying to talk, I'm still receiving like this ancestor just really trying to integrate with me. So I'm just like, okay. I walk around and I see, how can I describe it? I walk around the house to another side and I'm looking out a door. When I'm looking out this door on this land, I'm seeing this woman who was maybe a high-ranking spiritual advisor or priestess, or whatever y'all. I don't even really know the word to even call her, but she was like a high-ranking priestess is the best word that I can come up with for this, because I don't know what to call her. But that's not it. When it comes to me, I'll share it on my next video. But she was high ranking, like very, very connected to divine energy source. Like, she was so connected to divine energy and source, I just stood there and watched. Like, I didn't even go out there. So while I'm watching, I got another one of the ancestors that was connected to her. It could have been the same energy, I don't know, was talking to me while I was looking at her. And this Gullah Geechee ancestor was telling me about, their spiritual practices, was also sharing with me about the mermaids and how the mermaids are real. Like, people think it's crazy. Like, it was like people really think that the mermaids aren't real. Mermaids are real. Like, that's what they just kept saying. Like, people think mermaids not real. The mermaids are real. Mermaids are real. And so while this ancestor is saying that over here, I'm watching her like on the ground, like moving in a circular fashion doing something. And there was another entrapment that was out there. So it was definitely a different type of dream. You know, I was trying to share with my divine partner last night. I said, I don't even know why the Gullah Geechee people came to me. And I asked him if he knew about Gullah Geechee. Like, he knew about Geechee, but he didn't know about Gullah. And, you know, I don't know much about the Gullah Geechee people. To be honest, I'm not going to even say I'm a master or researcher or connected with Gullah. Like, I don't know, but when I get initiated into certain things in the astral plane, I just allow it. And that's another reason why, like, I don't do a whole lot of other spiritual practices. Like really like honing in on just one, because I'm a compilation of just a whole lot of shit, and I'm connected to a whole lot of shit, and my spirit, my divine energy that dwells within me will bring me this information, like, without fail. Like, it doesn't even fucking matter. So just like with the voodoo priestess that came to me, remember I told y'all about that dream, and then the voodoo Veve that was writing on the glass stain, the glass window in my house in a dream. If y'all want to go back and look at that, I think it's called Voodoo Veve or something. And these Veves were written all across my window, like, they will come to me. So that's when I really started to get into voodoo, you know, learning more about voodoo. And now, and then of course, a lot of the martial arts and I would say, like, a lot of the Asian culture comes to me, even in characters and talking in different languages in the dream. And I understand, like, it's kind of like a telepathic. And then I wake up and be like, what language was that? Because I would see characters and being in these martial arts schools and learning different movements and stuff like that. Like, I've done that. But this is the first time that Gullah Geechee has ever come to me. And I'm just like, okay, like, this makes me even want to learn more about Gullah Geechee. And I know it says, like, I looked up a little bit online about the Gullah Geechee, but I know they talk about, you know, Gullah Geechee people being from the Carolinas and Georgia. Let me pull it up. But I'm just like, motherfuckers had to be where I am too. Yeah, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, the coastal rice, sea island cotton, and indigo plantations. I don't know what sea island cotton and indigo plantations are, but they say, and the Gullah, who are found in South Carolina low country, and the Geechee, who reside in coastal Georgia and northeastern coastal Florida. So that's the Gullah part, and then the Geechee. Then it says, a further distinction is commonly made within this ethnic group in the Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor. So I want to ask, where do the Gullah, because I am just intrigued, because I've never inquired about Gullah Geechee. But you know what? When I did that little ancestor DNA stuff, it did give me, like, you know how it give you like locations and stuff, like in the over here in the Western world, like it did share Carolina. I want to know. Oh, okay. The Gullah Geechee are African Americans who live in the Low Country reside of South Carolina and Georgia, who includes both the coastal plain and the Beaufort Sea Islands. The Gullah are known for preserving more of their African linguistic and cultural heritage than any other African American community in the United States. Where did the Gullah Geechee originate? The Gullah Geechee are the descendants of West and Central Africans who were enslaved and brought to the lower Atlantic states of North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, and Georgia to work on the coastal rice, sea island cotton. Okay. So, you know, my thought process really is saying the Carolinas, Georgia, and Florida. But motherfucker, we don't know. Like, somebody could have been a Gullah Geechee and moved or got sold off in my heritage and moved up from Georgia to the Mississippi and then to Tennessee, you know, or had a child and the baby got moved. I don't know. But somewhere in my DNA is some goddamn Gullah Geechee. Obviously. Because they want it fucking known. You should have seen. I wish I. Look, you like I could show you. I wish I could show you. But I'm trying. I have tried to describe it the best I know to describe it on what I saw in the astral plane when I went to sleep, of how they have come to me, y'all, and it was beyond words. This is the best I can give to you. And if it appears again, you know, it's just like Ka Nefer Nefer. I didn't ask for Ka Nefer Nefer to come to me, but when I received Ka Nefer Nefer, I was driving, and that name, Ka Nefer Nefer, like, it's like she just told me her name. Like, wake up. You need to know about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know, we so many ages old. Like, we never die. I don't know if I was Ka Nefer Nefer, if I was one of these Gullah Geechee people before. There's someone somewhere residing in my DNA, and they are like, hey, the more I become awakened to myself, they're able to connect even more to me, and it's just amazing. So, you know, those of you all who know about Gullah Geechee, I'm getting ready to go do my workout. I know more about the Gullah Geechee people, or have resources where I can look up and stuff like that, you know, I appreciate it. I think that would be awesome. You know, I would love to know more about the Gullah Geechee people, you know, outside of what they've already shared. They shared a lot. And I'm going to take that, you know, as definitely my initiation into being in the realm of being a Gullah Geechee. And really learning more, but you know, it's deep what they do. Yeah, so I'm headed in to get this done, and as always, I leave you all in peace and high frequencies.